Shout out to everybody here on the live. The world's biggest liquidation in the history of any market that ever existed. $19 billion in liquidations.
Can I tell you that?
Absolute insanity. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Did you survive? I survived somehow. I made it through. I did not get liquidated, which is insane. I know you don't believe me. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Do we have more downside coming for Bitcoin, or do we push through? What is happening and where will we go? I'd like to show you right now. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly of what happened here for BTC and break it down so you can kind of sit back, relax, and at least take it one step, one candle at a time. Because a lot of people are bewildered. They don't know what happened. They're freaking out. And I can understand why. If I had just been in this market, something like this would shatter my mental framework. And I would definitely be looking for some answers, asking some questions, and wondering what the heck is happening. I'm not going to tell you I have all those answers, and I'm not going to tell you I know everything. I am going to show you how to survive in this situation, no matter what, and how we can push through and find the golden veil, right? The silver lining to everything that's happening right now. Because there is an opportunity for the person that believes that. And whoever believes there's opportunity right now will find it. Whoever thinks they're in despair will be in despair. So our mental framework will build how we get out of this and what we make of this. So it's up to each and every one of us right now to find out who we are. Seriously, even for me, for you, for everybody here. And this is kind of what separates the ladies from the girls, the men from the boys. All right? The dudes from the dudettes. And I guess we can still laugh, right? A little bit. Just a teensy? No? Not funny, right? Liquidations aren't funny. I know. No, seriously, what happened was insane. And it affected the entire world, right? Wow. And cannot tell you, babe, right? And I wanted to look at the numbers here. I just looked at them with the trading group. We were breaking down what happened and what was going on. And I remember even just tethering up yesterday just in case, right? And bang. I mean, look at that. Wish I had tethered up everything, but hey. Yeah, over 3 billion liquidated across the market. That was 14 hours ago, but it got worse. It got worse. It didn't stop. I mean, insane. Let's take a look here. Oh, do I have some? Oh my gosh, no. Well, at least it's working. You know what I mean? Anyway, dang. Many longs got wrecked. The pump up will be harder. The bulls. Oh my gosh. Yeah, how many 20 to 40% dumps have we had during the bull market in the last 8 years? It happens. I like you guys, man. You guys are resilient. I love y'all. Yeah, I'm with you guys. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. The show must go on. So let's talk about the bullish and the bearish signs here for Bitcoin. The bullish and the bearish signs. So the first sign of bullishness is that we're still inside this pattern. Like, you know, we're not hanging down here with a nasty red candle on our way to the 21 on the monthly. We're still inside. And if you looked here, you know, resistance, bounce, bounce, bounce. That's a key area, 107,000. And we're also still above that level on the monthly. So to me, the monthly isn't too bad. Some bearish dip there. And again, we could reset. But, you know, we could also get a couple more big explosive moves, which looks likely to me there on the RSI. So it's not entirely cooked here that we could break out. Just go sideways for a month or two, or even start to move from here. I mean, how much worse could it have gotten? Like, that was it. It's kind of like ripping off the Band-Aid. Like, remember the last time Bitcoin was at 100K? Remember this? We went to 109, everything was great, and then we took this nasty dump down to like 79, 80,000, right? There was even a time where we went to 100K here. Remember, we went to 100K right there, and then we just like dumped down to one. No, and then we ripped back up. We went from like 109 down to 98 down to one. People forget that one. That was insane. It's almost like, that was crazy. So we've had some crazy price action. As long as the monthly stays above these 3 candle closes here, I'm still bullish, because that is a consolidative pattern on a big time frame. See? So, there's some hopium copium for you right off the bat, right? Oh, you're like, okay, tell me more, Sam. Tell me more. Tell me what I want to hear. Rub my bullish fancy. I don't want to be hurt, So that's one thing, okay? The second thing is we're still technically in an uptrend here too as well on the weekly. We're still kind of in this area. It's not the worst. I mean, it is, the RSI could dump on you. To me, it's not amazing. Like, it looks like there could be more downside. We're hanging by a thread here, but, there's still a chance. 5-day chart, see, you have this higher low, which is like, okay. 3-day chart has the higher low too as well. But, the stochastics are definitely still have some momentum to the downside. The daily took a nice dump, but is hugging a higher low. So, like, all we need really is for this daily. I'd like the daily to close today kind of where it is. If we just go sideways for the rest of the day, that would be great. We bounced off the daily 200 moving average. Until you close candles below that, that's bearish, right? But so far, I'll take it. What I don't want to see and what could happen is we have this shoulder head and a right shoulder that could send us further to the downside. It's definitely something that we have to pay attention to right there. We get a move down there on the daily time frame. So we got to pay attention to that. It's on the radar. But, there's this little piece of hidden bullish divergence that could save us. There's a chance. So that's the one thing. There's some hopium copium for you right there. And if you admit the wick and act like this is the wick there, you can say, okay, well, we had the massive liquidation, but we're kind of still sitting at that 786. Could we get the bounce back to the upside? It's called Fibonacci displacement theory. Okay. And I've used it many times. It's like you got to know when you can displace a piece of price action and when you can't. All right. Fibonacci displacement theory. But again, that's my own. So here you can see that this is moving to the downside. This is moving to the upside. That's some hidden bullish divergence. All right. And what I did is I added some text here. So if I ever want to like label it for a beginner, which is kind of cool, you can hit your settings and hit hidden bullish dip, right? And then you can label them both and people say, oh yeah, that's hidden bullish divergence. Anyway, but I see it as such for now. Okay. We could easily collapse to the downside. What happens today matters. It's a big deal. 4-hour time frame has somewhat of a bullish engulfing, and it's attempting to revert price action here back to the upside. We have a tweezer bottom there attempting to dig in. And then here we are, and I talked about this with my trading group. It's 113,300. You get back above this key resistance, you could build. You have a bullish divvy too that's very strong on the 1-hour time frame. We zeroed in on this. So you get the zoom out, the zoom down. We've already been doing this for an hour. I had a weekly screen share with my trading group. We broke it down, had some fun, and just kind of looked at the facts. All right, and now here we are live again with you in the biggest liquidation event in history. I figured I'd have to come and clean up the mess here this morning. Last night was too much. I was taking it in like everybody else. I usually go live in those situations. I had guests, though. I had been out. It was like, wow. All you can do really is keep your cool there and not do anything too crazy. So to me, like we could be, we're making some type of, symmetrical triangle there that could continue to dump us. Take it down 100, 200, 3,000. It's very crucial somehow, some way the 15-minute digs us out. Shoulder, shoulder, head, possible inverted head and shoulder, and gets this, at least to this 200 moving average, gets above this point of control, starts to kind of get through this gap. It could gap up. Look at it. It could gap up pretty fast, right back to here. A little bit of a move right there, and that's, this thing could just boom. You can see there's a huge gap in the VRVP. Look at all that liquidity above us waiting. So, you could be at 121,000 in a couple days. I know it doesn't sound right now, it doesn't seem likely, but you could. And another thing that I'm looking at that's possibly bullish here is, this is resembling a bit of an Adam and Eve. That could break us to the upside too as well. So there's some bullishness here, out here in the price action. It's not all down. There's some price action here that could get us, and look, that's the measured move. There's some confluence here. All right. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Shout out to all the beautiful people. Steve Hickey, Crypto Billy. Let's go to Pre-Rich and all the awesome people. Lots of copium in the chat, blaming others, yeah. If you felt alone or confused yesterday, join us in the 99 for the education you deserve. Mentors and guided knowledge, yeah. Honestly, I saw the trading group go up last night. I think people, they joined the trading group. They said, you know what, man? And again, I had been, I always said you never know what can happen. I was one of the only people out there that said, be careful. All those people that said, you're going to be rich in December, keep buying now. You know what I mean? What is that? Like, what is that? God bless those people. Like, I'm not calling anybody out, but like, they perma bull post. I'm a perma bull at heart. I love to see the charts go up, but I'm a realist too. My dad taught me to be real. My dad said, hey, you got to see what's happening. I used to say that's so pessimistic. He said, I'm not a pessimist. We got to be real, Sam. I got to tell you how it is sometimes, even if it doesn't sound great. God bless my dad. Jimmy Price, man, I love you, Dad. Thank you for everything and always being there for me. He has since passed on to the new realm, to the other realm, but, him and my mother, I miss them both dearly. See, some days I can talk about them and I can be straight-faced. Other days I talk about them and I break down. I can't, I did have a good night's sleep last night. Usually the more I sleep, the less emotional I could be. If I don't get a lot of sleep, I can things can get to me a little more, and just part of being human. So let's see, can we Adam any of our way out of here, or do we take this symmetrical triangle to the downside, attempt to double bottom, and then go down for more? We might double bottom here too as well. And be careful, it is a Saturday, only time will tell. The 3-minute started to look pretty good the last time we looked at it together. So let's discuss this right now. So last night, my signal broke out, meaning we did make a bullish divergence on the 1 minute, a strong one. You had this beautiful uptrend on the RSI with this continual downtrend on price action. That eventually tells you can't keep fighting the momentum, and you come back up. We crossed the 200 moving average, and the entry would have been 111,475, and you'd still be in the money right now in that entry, right? It says, hey, buy above the 200 moving average after the nastiest dump of your life. If you can get above the 200 on the 1 minute, that could be the AI broke. I bugged you out. The AI broke. No, but that could be the beginning of how you get a move back to the upside, right? And that's how things start to move. Okay. Looks like the end of the cycle, to be honest. Volume's getting lower and lower on the monthly with bearish divergence on the RSI. Fall what looks like a tweezer top on the candles. I agree with you, but I'd have to see those closes on the monthly, right? Below some key areas. But yeah, and today could be the nail in the coffin. The way we close today, if we get another dump down to 102, 103, and then we start to really break down, that could be it. This is our last stage of hopium copium here. So right now, it does look more bullish than bearish. And it suggests that we could get a breakout to the upside. Hi, sweetie pie. What you looking for? Huh? I had to throw it out. I think I threw it out. Why'd you want it for? You broke it, baby. I told you not to break it, though. I told you not to break it, honey. That's all right. I'll fix it for you. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry, okay? Don't worry, sweetie. I shouldn't. Collector's items, F1 car, Legos that we got from Singapore. You know what I mean? Of course, they get me when I'm live streaming. They ask me for whatever they want while I'm live. I'm live streaming. Daddy, can I have that? I'm like, all right, here, take it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we're looking for Bitcoin to make a move here out of this, chunky little price action. Look, right now, look at that shoulder, head, right shoulder. But if it can stay tight, stay above this 200, and at least get to 113.6, and then, we can start to build. And it always takes one step at a time. If we lose this 200 moving average and you end up down here, you're likely taking the 1 hour train down to all the way down here somewhere to 107 and below. We take a look at BOOKMAP, and it kind of shows you where you might be going. And it says, there's liquidity all the way back to 106,009, 105, 100,000. And then there's all this liquidity up here at 127,052 as well. So there's a bunch of stops up at 127K on the board now. Big red is higher. That's a good sign that we could go up and liquidate those people too. So remember that. It's what can go up, come down, what can come down, go up, right? So take a deep breath. If you got smashed and liquidated, just remember you guys got to reset and get yourself back to a better base. It means you were over leveraged, you didn't have yourself positioned correctly, and you need to get educated. All right, that's number one rule. Everyone wants to blame everybody else for what happened today or yesterday and say, and I'm sure there's manipulation. I'm sure it doesn't seem correct, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, leverage is leverage. Like, I come from old school Irish that built it from their backs. My grandpa built things from his back. My dad built things as an iron worker. Like, they didn't get any leverage. They created leverage with their muscles. They created the leverage. I created leverage by going live every single day. That's leverage. You see what I'm saying? Everyone wants leverage. Just work for leverage. Like, I got leverage now. What does that mean? I hold weight. I love this. I hold more weight than you. That's what leverage is. I bubble to the top just like beverages. No, but seriously, the idea is this, right? You create leverage in any situation by being consistent. Think about it. When two quarterbacks go against each other and one's known as the most consistent GOAT in the game, there might already be that feeling of fear from one side up against the guy that's just known to be awesome, right? And that's leverage already before he's even touched the field. He's got leverage. Why? From consistency. And remember, it doesn't look amazing. Bitcoin could definitely roll over today. I'm just blowing some hopium smopium here, see what can happen. But again, we have a little bit of bullish div. You got to hold 117.7 there, 111.7 right there where this bounced. You got to stay above the 200 moving average. Even this curving isn't the best. When you see the 200 curving down like that, you want to see a curve up. I'd watch your 3-minute time frame. As crazy as it is, it could depict what could happen today, and see if we can turn this 5-minute into an inverted head and shoulder. See if the 5-minute can get back above its 200 moving average. Right now, it's about to get pinned by the 200. If the 5-minute can break above the 200, there's a possible reversal trade there. And it is getting above the point of control. Usually we can, Right now, Bitcoin's about to get made or broken. Make or break. It's make or break time for BTC right here. Right at the pinata point. All right. The bot bought the bottom. It bought right there on the wick. Look at that. Entered long. Insane, right? Or I guess it got right there and right there. But pretty nuts, man. Still fought the fury. And it just has to get back to like 120 now. 118. Crazy. See what happens here. Only time will tell, but I wanted to, I don't disappear when the market gets crazy. I'm here all the time. Remember that. No days off. Go to cryptolifer.com. If you got liquidated, if you need the education, hey, join my class the last Saturday of the month here and to find out more. Get the education you deserve, okay? This is the time to get educated, all right? Whoever catches the very bottom wick deserves a pat on the back. Hey. Anything is possible one step at a time. All right? You win by just chipping away, everybody. Everyone thinks it's this one big heroic trade that changes your life, but it's really just thousands of trades together over time. Just keep pushing every day. Look at that nice pump there, right? Just the flagship breakout. Like just little by little, we just keep building. It's not easy. No one wants to fight through the little time frames like I do. No one wants to build from the 1 minute to the 5 minute to the 1 hour. People don't, they want to be spoon-fed simple, easy trades. They don't want to realize that you have to fight for every single thing you get in this world. They want to be told it's easy, but it's not. Nothing is easy. If anything told you about yesterday, nothing is easy. Okay? If you're a lifer, you can build, you're going to be one of the first people to build back. Right now, we are all little people building little huts out of sticks and grass, right? And the tornado came and messed everything up. The people that decide it's ready to build are going to build today. There's some people going to mope around and sit there. You know what? They're going to be the last people to have shelter. It's time to build. It's time to get back up. It's time to just say it's over. It is what it is, man. You know, my mother died in front of me. I know that's crazy, but it got me ready for these days because this is just money. This is just liquidations. For me, I didn't lose anybody, right? So blessings on blessings. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. Put your life into perspective. Take a deep breath, and you've got this. There's actually a chance that Bitcoin's actually bullish today based on my system. It's above the 200 on that 3 minute and the 1 minute. It looks like it could continue further to the upside. I love you. I thank you so much for being here, and I'll check back in with you later on tonight. God bless everybody. Thank you. Crypto lifers, stay strong. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. There's someone that took huge advantage of this crash today. They shorted it down. They probably got into the bottom. Remember, keep your head clear. There's opportunity for everybody if you believe it. If you believe there's no opportunity, then there isn't. Okay? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right. It's up to you. I'm leaving you with the key. How are you going to take it? I'm going to go all the way. I believe I'm the opportunity. I'm going to find it. I'm going to keep winning. Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. God bless you. I'll see you on the flip.